Hey everyone, my name is Salty Rat. I'm a local friendly space pirate and your commander of the night. And it's good to see you again. We're playing Calcium. I want to unlock tier 3 desert using speed and speed alone. And that is the plan. So the goal is to capitalize on early cooldown. I want to get as much cooldown as I can. I would like to get this XP before we really have to start dealing with enemies. I want that first level up to see if we can't pull the tomes I want. Damage tome, funny. Damage tome, always good. What we want as far as tomes go is going to be agility, which is your speed up tome. We want damage, which we just got damage. We know where the boss gate is, which is outstanding. And the one after that is going to be our, cooldown tome. Cooldown damage is fantastic. Cooldown and damage is what I really, really want out of this. And then the agility tome is just gonna be like, I want that, I'm hungry. Ice Crystal, funny. Ice Crystal would be really, really funny if I can get my hands on a second one. But Moldy Cheese is my crutch. Because poison damage, I can't ignore poison damage. Poison damage just does the work. We'll come back for the beer later. Regen tome? Maybe. But having 2 bones is going to be important. Having 2 bones is actually going to be massive for dealing with that. 2 Moais back to back? Oh! Megabonk, you shouldn't have done that. Megabonk, you shouldn't have done that. Second moldy cheese? That's pretty much all the moldy cheese we need. If we get it again, we'll go ahead and, like, I think that's mostly, almost an 80% chance of triggering. And I don't know whether or not the effects stack. We want these early buffs now. Anything that we can get to go ahead and make up for the lack of XP would be fantastic. It's our second shrine, more HP regen in this case. Usually I'd like to go and take the extra jumps to get out here. But I feel like if worse comes to worse, if we can take advantage of just recovering from an oopsie, then I think we'll actually be really, really spicy. That was a cooldown tome. That's awesome. Let's take these 2 difficulties. Go and get a few more extra enemies because we are currently moving. We are getting very lucky. That is our 3rd Moai. And we know what items are on the map now because of the Moai and the merchants. Because we know, like, Ice Crystal's on the map. We know that Turbo Sock's on the map. So we are building for speed right now, and we're doing pretty good. We have damage to 4, which is great. I don't know the specific stats, and I refuse to look at it. Never mind, I looked at it. It's 2 times damage. And now we got first strike, which is really good. We got first strike advantage with the sunglasses on them. More XP and more damage. If we can go ahead and one-shot enemies, a lot of this game is just making sure you can one-shot enemies. Or at least kill them as fast as humanly possible. Take these 2 chests. Ghosts, funny pull. Ghosts will always be one of my favorite pulls early on. It's easy clear. Second weapon's gonna be Katana. I feel like it synergizes well with damage and cooldown. More movement speed, excellent. We can outrun God. Scorpion first pull kind of sucks, but that's fine. I'm gonna live my best life out here, and nobody's gonna stop me. Especially not a level 1 Scorpion. Especially not tier 1 Scorpion. More damage? I would really want cooldown or literally anything else right now! But Scorpion's dead right now. Scorpion does not matter at the moment. I would very much like to have a level up where I get some sort of defense right now, but I am not lucky. Regen Tome might be, that's a 3rd. Jeez. I'm very tempted to go ahead and just banish that. I do not want to see it again. Armor. You know what? Yeah, I'll take the armor. It's like 6% ain't nothing to sneeze at. Frostwalker regen tome. I cannot ignore the regen tome at this point. Right now it's starting off slow, but I will take it. Bone. Swarm is incoming, so we do. I'm hoping we have the crowd clear to handle a decent swarm. Ollie up. It's not the power up I want, but it's gonna let me go ahead and just like face tank elites. Banana ring? I will take face tanking elites over anything. Just kill him. Just kill him. That's all that matters. Just kill him. Now that is something I'll take for a swarm. Dextracutioner? Ooh. Ooh, Dextracutioner. Ooh, maybe. Yeah. Yeah, actually. Quantity, we're gonna ignore that. Agility, that's what I want. We got our weapons and tomes all filled out. We're not gonna have to worry about random items now. I want that cooldown up. A lot of this is just gonna be trying to build everything to level 4 before we have to deal with it. I almost wanted that projectile count up. Almost wanted the projectile count up. I don't want to say always go regen early on. Like, to get that regen up to level 4 is going to be a huge thing. Never mind, 2 purple katanas. I'm going to ignore regen. Get our XP up. Rat gets to have a little XP as a treat. Purple bone. Purple bone. Regen tome? Rant wool. Okay, I think we have a decent amount of sustain now. It's gonna be one tick of HP every few, like a couple of. It's gonna be a couple of ticks of HP every few seconds at this point. Free chest, ice crystal. We wanted that. I do like telling somebody to sit down. One of my favorite buttons. You don't get to play the game anymore. It's my turn with the Xbox 360 controller. Free chest would be funny. Free chest would be funny. It's basically free chest at this point. We don't have massive damage, but I think our AoE... no, excuse me, not our AoE. Our general effects are going to be a huge thing. I want more cooldown. I'm trying to ignore upgrades that are not blue, at least, when it comes to weapons. Tomes still level up until, Tomes level up to 99. I don't have to worry about Tomes ever becoming, like, I'm getting too many common Tomes. No. I get 99 of them. And they only affect one stat, and it's a stat I care about. I don't think I'm going to be getting, with that mindset, I'm not getting on any leaderboards anytime soon, but I'm still, I think that is a very valid way to do it. I think that is an extremely valid way to do it. We can take another greed chest. Another greedy chest for me. Little tasty rat. Little tasty rat chest. Evasion has fallen from grace so fast because the dev realized you can just ignore enemies if you have a high enough evasion. And there's a part of me that is glad that they did that because honestly, like, it would make, like, Ninja way too strong, way too fast. With a full evasion build, just ignoring enemies the entire time. I am always nervous about this swarm. I am always very nervous about the Scorpion Swarm. Always very nervous about Scorpion Swarm. That poison DOT is nothing to laugh at. And they are tanky little critters too, and I think that really is gonna do it. If you're not able to go ahead and like do one-shot damage to the Scorpion Swarm in the desert, you're kind of just like out of luck. The boss is going to show up in 13 seconds, which I'm not excited about. Pulling regen was probably a good idea, though. Looking at how fast we recovered from that little oopsie later that put us down to like half health was a fantastic choice. We got good poison damage on this guy. We got very good poison damage on this guy. This felt like a free chest. Extra regen is fantastic. But I'm also not really sure what the soft cap or hard cap is on regen right now. I feel like there's gotta be a point in time where it starts really, like if you... I've got a sneaking suspicion. This is rat theory crafting right now. I feel like you could easily go ahead and start breaking the game if you stacked up just enough armor and regen. Alright, let's pull the boss. We're not really rocking it right now, but I will take the boss. I want more damage, though. I would love more raw damage, and looks like they're being nice to me right now. This is fine RNG for the first pull. Because I feel like if I can go ahead and just ignore this section, that's bad. Get behind him, and he's dead. Excellent choice. Wonderful choice, Rat. Nicely done. Now, I am not insanely confident with how much damage we can do. So we're not going to be staying too long for the final swarm. I feel like that is really just asking for trouble with the final swarm if you think that you can go ahead and just like paint through a lot of the final swarm without much of an issue. I think we're going to leave it 30. Because to be honest, as much as like the late, post level farming goes, we're only on tier 2 desert. We're not gonna be making any like fantastic schmooze for the final boss or like the leaderboard. So really, I'm just here to unlock tier 3 desert and say that I managed to do it using speed. Dextracutioner, I feel like, wants a lot more, what is it called? I feel like Dextracutioner really wants a lot more, cooldown for me to be explicitly happy with how it runs. Because I feel like Dextracutioner and Katana really, really like quantity. I feel like cooldown and quantity is not made equal. You need a lot more cooldown to make up for what quantity does. But I also do feel like quantity makes cooldown makes a lot of things like Frostwalker just work better. Frostwalker just is outstanding with cooldown. Aura is outstanding with cooldown. And I think there may be certain effects that happen with attack rate more often. But I really could not tell you. I could not tell you. The rat is not lured up. I'm not lured. I ain't got the lure right now. I ain't got the skinny. I do like the idea that I'm now outrunning power-ups, though. So, like, I can go ahead and just, like, stack. Like, run across a nuke power-up and drag it to the boss. Regen tone? I want damage. I feel like our regen is doing fine, but our raw damage is gonna suffer a little bit. Honestly, I think Aura and Chunkers might actually be a really good combo for Calcium just because he's so stupid fast. Attack rate and projectile speed would have to be the thing for Chunkers, though. Because, like, to be honest... Again, a lot of people don't like Chunkers. A lot of people... I've seen people just straight up ban Chunkers. Because it's like, I don't want to see that little creature. And I'm like, understandable. Have a good evening. Stack some ghosts. Just kill some guys. Moai. Outstanding. Love to see a Moai. Dextracutioner is still below. Banana and Dextracutioner is still well below where I'd be comfortable just having them around. I do not want to see Borger ever. I hate seeing Borger. Oh. This sucks, actually. I was really hoping they would be kind enough to go ahead and not give me Scorpionussy this early. Like a good old-fashioned Stone Golem just feels better. Nope. I can just leave. Yeah, a lot of my my plan is just I don't need to deal with that, and just I can hit the bricks. If I feel it's bad, I can just hit the bricks. They can't catch you if you're fast enough. Size, yeah, sure. We'll take a little bit of size. That's going to be affecting both Katana and Banana. I still don't know whether or not, Katana, Banana, and Dextracutioner, I still don't know whether or not Bone is affected by size enough. Slotted Cannon. I will happily take that. Cannon is just good. I've said this before, I feel like Cannon is just free damage. I feel like Cannon is just free damage. You get a free 4th secret weapon. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. This is kind of what I was afraid of, not having good raw damage. This is honestly what I was afraid of, not having good raw damage early on. It's like, you'll get into a swarm, and the swarm's gonna go ahead and just pull around you. And that is gonna be that. But regen is coming in clutch right now. Regen is coming in clutch right now. I'm not willing to go and bet my life on regen. But, like, the tier 2 swarm really just kind of, like, does... if you wanted to be intimidated, tier 2 swarm. It is such a jump from tier 1 to tier 2. If you are not ready for tier 2 swarm, it is a huge jump. I did not want more difficulty, but thank you. Thank you, gamer. Alright, let's go scooting. If you don't manage to pull good damage, I do not believe that we're gonna have a good time with the boss. So really, we want more attack speed and we want more damage. Shield? Yeah, shield's okay. Out of all those 3 for a tier 2, I'll take the shield. I will happily take the shield. There's the boss gate. That's exciting. And now we don't get to stop ever. Because we're gonna have to deal with, like, a pile of these cactuses, just making my life miserable. Absolutely miserable. I kinda wanna see what a max shield build would do. If anything. I feel like max shield might do something to my mind and body. Again, but I don't... There's a lot that I don't know about whether or not, like, the shield is affected by armor or cooldown rate or something like that. Like, how fast can I regen a shield, actually? Because once it starts schmoving, I regen fast. Beefy ring? I'll take an extra 20% damage. That's not fantastic, but I'll take it. If I can get more HP... Nice. That's kind of a late pull. for Demonic Soul, we're probably not going to be able to use the full amount of that. Because what I wanted, it is raw damage. I can't say anything really bad about that. But now this is where men become real. Ah. That's rough. That's rough, buddy. This was a full one. Hey, thanks for coming around for the stream. The video. If you liked what you saw, like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. We'll be doing more videos. We have videos posted daily. We have several videos posted daily. So, next time, we'll see you. Bye-bye, gamer. Bye. Bye.